All right, and welcome back here. Chaser back on the cast. For this one, I'm going to have Pandy joining me. Pandy, we've got Champion League doubles between the Bulls and the Elite.
Chaser, we just moved on from a big time win for the demo in PL2s. And today we're going to see, or in this game, we're going to see some CL doubles between the Bulls and the Elite. It's going to be definitely a showdown between these two teams. Not starting off to the best note for both of these teams so far, but we're definitely going to see some high octane action tonight.
Yeah, the Bulls, they walk away with a 3-2 victory over the Dodgers in week 1, and the Elite, a little bit of a tough series against the Tyrants. They finished up 1-4, in their first series, looking to rebound from a tough week 1.
Yeah, so CL tonight, we're going to see some air dribbles, some flip resets, hopefully. That could be pretty cool. But some double taps, definitely some demos, as we can expect that from any rank, definitely, Chaser. But I'm definitely excited to see. This is my first CL game that I've casted, so it's definitely going to be a change from my games up there in PL. But it's definitely not going to be a knock on these players, as there is nothing to be to ignore from these players, because it's definitely a very skilled action here in CL.
Absolutely, it's middle of the road as far as we have here in minor league esports, but doesn't mean that it's not going to be any less exciting. Both of these teams ready to go for this rivalry matchup from the Volcanic Division, and we'll see what happens here as the players are on the field for game number 1, DFH Stadium, and it is going to be the opening kickoff. Looks like it's going to be Yami versus OYM on the opening kickoff. Here we go. 5 minutes on the clock. Game 1.
Now you got A-Psych there off the kickoff, trying to start it off early there for the Bulls in gray, as the shot from Yami will actually find the net in the upper half, and the Bulls will strike first off the kickoff. You see the pressure there, Chaser. It's just a great start there for the Bulls.
Yeah, the initial kickoff by A-Psych, and then just the follow-up is perfect for an opportunity to get a shot on target, and making the Elite kind of make a bit of a mistake. So this kickoff definitely going to be more favorable for the Elite as the shot comes in. Yami's going to have to make the save, and A-Psych's going to just barely miss that attempt at trying to keep the play going. Luxurious Poverty is going to play it away, though, trying to set this one up for the Elite. Ball into the middle, cut off. Never mind, I thought it was going to be cut off by A-Psych, but it's going to be off the post and away, though, the Bulls escaping that time.
The Bulls barely escaped that one, as OYM will put a shot, absolutely burying that one. Elite able to tie it up off the shot from the midfield from OYM, as that was just a great effort midfield. As you see, Yami just couldn't find it off the wall, and we'll have a tie game now. Elite able to respond.
A little too much pace on that ball, and very, very open opportunity for the Elite. And like you said, tying the game right back up as OYM plays that one back into the box of the Bulls, picked up by A-Psych. Good possession, gets a flick past one, maybe looking for another pop past the second. It's going to be to the backboard. Opportunity for Yami. Yami's going to get demoed, though, and that's going to be an opportunity squandered.
That's a fantastic heads-up play there from Luxurious Poverty, noticing that net was wide open, as they will find it on the opposite end. And I have to kind of go back to that demo we saw, as that was a wide open net for the Bulls, and the Elite player, Luxurious Poverty, who just scored there, completely took it away and turned it around for an Elite lead.
Yeah, and something you'll see at any level is the demo happens and then the own goal follows suit with that type of a situation. Very heads up, like you mentioned, to not put the ball in their own net in that instance as well. But now the ball in the offensive zone for the Bulls, cleared away by OYM. This popped out into the Bulls half, though. OYM carries it, sends it up in front. A-Psych's able to play it away to the opposite corner, though. Luxurious Poverty plays it back in. Yami's going to play this one slowly, trying to get a boost in that corner, but nothing found there. Ball does find its way back for the Bulls to the midfield line. They're going to look to try to set up the offense.
What I saw there in the first 30 seconds or so was how dominant the Bulls were in the Elite half, but we're seeing right now just that the Elite are really taking us on a trip around the field multiple times, as they have found the net twice, as we have seen some crazy pressure come out from this Elite team so far, as the infield pass from A-Psych there just can't be found by Yami there, as now the Elite will have it back in this gray half, as another detrimental touch from A-Psych there in the corner will be dangerous on net. But A-Psych will be one just able to just completely just screw up OYM in the corner, and Elite once again will have to take it back in their own half and recuperate there with some boost.
Yeah, that was a really good disruption play from A-Psych. Yami's going to play it back into the offensive zone. Misplayed on the corner by Luxurious Poverty, but OYM is going to take care of that ball very well. Ball into the middle, very good infield pass, but the dunk is going to go the other way. We're back to tied as we approach halftime.
That was just a calculated play there from A-Psych, reading that midfield pass. That Luxurious Poverty just was not going to get a quality touch on it. And that was a little bit dangerous there from Yami, as that could have just gotten through. But it ends up working out for the Bulls, and this game will be tied as we approach the halfway mark in game one.
Now, the Bulls franchise has been all or nothing over the past few seasons, and that's the type of situation that they find themselves in there. They charge on as A-Psych plays it onto the back wall. OYM catches it and plays it back to the corner, follows it up with a secondary touch down the line as Yami will play it from their corner. Tries to go for the 50, is actually going to lose out on that one. OYM has an opportunity to get the dunk back, but A-Psych plays it away from them. Luxurious Poverty with a pop out into the middle in the box as well. Yami's going to be able to play this one nice and slow to the corner. Gets it past Poverty. It's going to be another opportunity here for the Bulls. It's popped up in front of the net, but a clear from OYM will stifle the defense, stifle the offense for now.
Now OYM on the counterattack, trying to find it. Luxurious Poverty will be the one to slam it in from midfield, and Elite regained the lead that they just took back.
And it's really good passing play here from OYM, realizing A-Psych's in a very awkward position to make any kind of defensive touches happen, and really wide open net opportunity for Luxurious Poverty to get it back in. Yami and Poverty are going to get a neutralized kickoff. This one's on target, and it's going to be a tie game once again.
Beautiful job by A-Psych there off the kickoff, cheating up. And Yami, you have to credit Yami there with the beautiful kickoff, able to stalemate at midfield, and A-Psych able to bury it from midfield. And Bulls have tied it up once again with still just about 100 seconds to go in this first game. And Chaser, this thing could go either way.
Well, Pandy, we're also seeing a little bit of foreshadowing here. Kickoff goals have been very, very fortunate here for the Bulls so far, and they're going to have another opportunity off this kickoff to maybe have another go at it, but it's going to be slow played by the Bulls. So I would imagine that that's kind of in the playbook for this duo of Yami and A-Psych. They like to play the kickoff strats, and this is going to be a great infield pass from the defensive half. The long shot from A-Psych, and the lead going to the Bulls.
It's a fantastic job once again by Yami, able to connect to A-Psych, seeing out the play before it even happened, able to develop it long before that the Elite defense could get back in time to read it. And the Bulls once again have regained the lead. As Chaser, this thing has been back and forth. We'll see how the Elite can respond.
You would expect nothing less from a rivalry matchup like this. A-Psych going to beat Luxurious Poverty. They're going to have an opportunity to play it. No, they're going to play slow, as Yami is going to try to fake. Maybe gets a boost grab as well away from OYM. Now they're in a bad spot. This is a shot going on target. What a save off the back lines from Yami. A minute remains here, and they still are looking to strike, are the Elite.
Elite still keeping this ball in the Bulls half, as A-Psych has to resort back to get some more boost, as this could be a dangerous positioning spot for the Bulls, but the missed touch from Luxurious Poverty will keep it out. But I mean, that was just a great recovery there from Luxurious. You see they missed the touch, but the Bulls just couldn't get fast enough to get back on rotation and get a save there, as this will be another chance on the goal line, but OYM just couldn't find it, and the Bulls will just completely escape that chance that the Elite put on their net. About 30 seconds to go now. Bulls still holding this lead on.
Yeah, it looked like that was going to be the tying goal, but this one will be the tying goal, as OYM is going to be able to read the defense and make the play happen. Great job from Luxurious Poverty to bang that off the backboard, though.
Now that's that equalizing goal there from the Elite. Just completely, you see the scrambling defense of the Bulls. You really have to credit that to Luxurious Poverty there, as they stole the boost and completely threw A-Psych out of whack in that last back corner. Now OYM off the kickoff, trying to get a bump on the backboard, just can't find it. It'll be A-Psych and the Bulls now on the counterattack with just a couple of seconds to go. Yami can't find it off the demo from A-Psych. We might have overtime here, but the flick from Yami, what a touch! We'll find the net with 2 seconds to go, and the Bulls look like they'll take it.
I very much thought that when Luxurious Poverty spawned, they were going to be able to make the save. The little bit of a bump there, though, I think is the difference maker. And the lead back to the Bulls, looking to strike in game one. 2 seconds remain. Are we going to see some magic from the Elite? No. Game number one will go in favor of the Bulls.
I want to say that every single goal was right back to back from each team. It was a goal for the Elite, then goal for the Bulls, and goal for the Elite. It was just back and forth that entire game, and that's exactly what you want to see in game 1 of a rivalry game 5 series or 5-game series. And that's just a fantastic job by both teams, just really going at it, showing their true skill. And every player involved played a key role in the success for both teams, but ultimately Bulls came out on top.
They did, and a lot of passing coming out in this matchup so far. All but 2 goals have been assisted upon. So you're seeing a lot of team play early on in the season. That's not something that, goes without saying. You don't usually see that type of play coming out of a CL team.
Yeah, that's definitely very exciting to see, as we saw multiple bang plays coming out from Yami and A-Psych and the Bulls, which ultimately I think led to their win here. But the Elite, once again, you have to credit them with how strong they were defensively and offensively. They were really did a fantastic job forcing the Bulls into awkward touches in their own half, which led them to scoring 4 goals, but they just couldn't come out on top with the win. We'll see how they can adjust it here in the short break.
Yeah, we're going to Neo Tokyo as well for the next match. A very, very nice map that has seen a lot of minor league esports magic, had on it. We'll see if the Bulls can continue their winning ways in this game, or are we going to see the punchback coming in from the Elite? Game number 2 is underway, and early on here, it's looking like the Bulls are going to have the first crack at offense. The shot's going to be on. It's going to be saved. It actually was a little bit wide, it looks like, but it is going to be stopped out for now by the Elite.
This is kind of what we saw early in the first game. The Bulls won the kickoff, and they were able to put one in really quickly, but Luxurious off the mid-touch from OYM will try to strike first for the Elite, but it'll be shut down back in their own half. Let's see how they can start a counterattack once again. A-Psych is going to be last back for the Bulls. Was able to read it perfectly in their own corner. Yami is not back yet, Chasers. This could be dangerous positioning for the Bulls, but the missed opportunity by OYM will open it up for Luxurious. Is able to slot it in for the first goal for the Elite.
And Yami challenged this attempt as well, and then caught themselves on the opposite post, putting them far enough out of the play for that turn to be effective. Poverty getting the first goal here. Very well done for the Elite, recognizing the position the defense of the Bulls was in. Now they will look to get a second as OYM gets the flick past one. A-Psych with a cutoff early on, not allowing that ball to get too deep in the offensive zone for the Elite. The upfield pass from Yami. Here comes A-Psych. Gonna get a good challenge, but OYM gonna get possession. This ball's out in front. A-Psych turns. A-Psych misses. This could be an empty net goal, and it is going to be, as Luxurious Poverty gets the second.
Elite go up 2 there after the beautiful pinch pass from OYM, and unfortunate A-Psych couldn't find that touch. It's kind of the same thing that happened with the first goal. A-Psych just misread it and just missed the ball barely, and that opened up the opportunity for the Elite, and they'll take a 2-goal advantage.
The momentum swinging in favor of the Elite so far in the early stages of game 2. OYM out in front for Luxurious Poverty, who's going to play it to the corner. Maybe looking for a boost grab as well. Yami's going to play it towards the midfield line, gets it past one. OYM on the respawn. Oh no, the miss! It's going to be in, and the Bulls are going to cut the lead to 1 off of this play.
Yami doing it all themselves. Just unassisted play there from the Bulls player, able to slot it in from the right side just past midfield, and Bulls are able to get one back on the board. It took them 1.5 minutes this time in comparison to about 15 seconds last game, Chaser, but they're definitely looking a bit sharper here as we move towards the midpoint of the second game. But Yami's double tap just shut down on the goal line by the crossbar.
Crossbar, the equalizer here in this situation. A-Psych's going to take a crack at net, save there by OYM, grabbing the boost as well, sending it downfield. Has a good catch, able to carry it as well. Luxurious Poverty catches. They're going to have an opportunity to get a 50. It does get challenged early on by A-Psych. Not able to make that one towards net. Yami's going to be able to play this one. Actually has a shot at net. Tie game. 3:02 on the clock.
That was a beautiful floater there from Yami past that last defender who was trying to cut the pass, as that was a little bit of a dangerous rotation from Luxurious Poverty, and that could have been a really good counterattack for the Elite if they could have gotten that touch, but It was just too good of a touch from Yami, but Luxurious Poverty off the kickoff is trying to find one once again in response to this two-goal scoring drought that they have been put up against. Now Luxurious Poverty from the midfield is able to slot it under the crossbar, and Elite take their lead once again.
And a very good job. A-Psych kind of in a poor position, thinking that that one might have been crossbar and down to them. But unfortunate for them, it goes out in front into an empty net situation, and the Elite strike back. And a very good job for them. This kickoff going to be neutralized once again. But the Elite are going to come away with this as Luxurious Poverty plays this one over the top of Yami. Yami's going to have to play that one and pop it up into the corner. They are able to catch the ball there. Waiting for the 50. OYM does play it back to him. Gets a fake. Does Yami. A bump, though, from OYM. You're going to fake me. I'm going to bump you off the play, is what the Elite player says.
Now Yami trying to find the booming clear, not able to do it. So Luxurious will have a short counterattack opportunity as he's going to be able to float it over the last two in net. And Elite will take their 2-goal lead back as soon as they lost it before, Chaser. And that was just a beautiful solo play, as we're seeing some more solo plays coming out from both teams.
Yeah, definitely game one was the game of the past. This one is the game of the solo play so far. Of the 6 goals, all but 2 have been unassisted. So both teams now trying to find their way on their own. But Luxurious Poverty is going to play it downfield, trying to beat A-Psych. A-Psych wins that one out-handedly. The OYM will play it slow, allow their teammate to recover some boost and maybe get into a better position. This one was very close, but just wide on the net. And Luxurious Poverty getting bumped away. I thought they were going to be able to catch that one and carry it away, but now the demo coming out from the Bulls. A-Psych is going to have a free net, and they're going to capitalize, cutting the goal lead back to 1.
That is one thing that the Bulls have been trying to do this entire series, is find demos and get physical in their gameplay, and finally it works out for them. Yami credited with that demo there, and A-Psych is going to be the one to punch it in for the Bulls. Now we have a 1-goal game.
And we'll see what happens here off the kickoff. It's going to be won easily by the Elite, but the Bulls will play it away for now. A-Psych in an awkward spot. The ball going to go to the back wall from Luxurious Poverty. Looking for the bump onto Yami as well. Shot coming in. Shot going in. And it's a 5-3 game.
It's an absolute slot there from midfield. Luxurious Poverty with a fantastic pass. That's one thing I've always loved, is the backboard pass. It's so hard to read when you have a defender in net, especially in CL and ML. Maybe not in PL as much, because players there are a lot more agile and are able to find it. But in these ranks, it's such a devastating touch off the backboard, and you see the Elite just perfecting that opportunity once again.
And it's hard when you don't have your teammate on the backboard to help defend that either. That's the biggest thing. If your teammate's out of the play and that ball goes up on the backboard, you're stuck in net. It's really no man's land if you are on the defense. But that one is going to go across the field. Luxurious Poverty up for OYM. OYM's going to have a good crack at net. It's going to be a goal, and that's going to be a 3-goal advantage.
The Elite are having a fantastic second game here, and I wouldn't say they had a bad first game either, Chaser, because this team has been really strong so far in both games. They just could not come away with that first win, and neither of these teams, especially the Elite, are looking like a 1-4 squad, as the Elite will take a 3-goal advantage over a team that won their last week's series over a definite very good team. I believe that was the Dodgers, as we mentioned earlier. Now OYM out of the corner trying to get the Elite back on top once again for a 4-goal advantage. It's going to be Yami with able to just knock that one away out of net. A-Psych trying to find it, but Luxurious Poverty will make it 7 for the Elite.
I think positioning here from A-Psych could have been a little bit better, going to the back post. That could have been the difference maker in this situation. They were caught flat-footed in the middle of the net, tried to jump up and make the save, but just over the outstretched reach of that car. And the Elite with that 4-goal advantage. Good chance here they come away with the Game 2 victory, as another opportunity for OYM to get another on the board, but Yami is able to take it away, pops it up. A-Psych is in the air as well, just out of the reach of A-Psych here as well. Yami going to try to slow it down. 30 seconds remain. 4-goal advantage. The Elite just trying to play with their food at this point, and they have another opportunity to score. Oh, and a demo from each team, and it's going to be a save coming out for the Bulls.
I want to say every player on the pitch there was involved in one of those demos, either getting demoed or being the inflictor of the demo. But once again, those physical plays have shown to be so important giving the Elite 7 opportunities at net. They took all of them. The series will be even now.
Yeah, game 2 does even up the series. The Elite much heavier on the offensive side of the field this game, with 15 shots for the 7 goals. And really, again, like you said, the physical play played a big factor in it, but also they were playing a lot more solo plays that were catching the Bulls defense out of whack.
Absolutely. You see them putting up 15 shots against this Bulls team that beat them in the first game. Luxurious almost dropping 1,000 points. That is not an easy feat to do, especially against a Bulls team that is so strong. But one thing I want to see a little bit better from the Bulls is some better back post positioning, as we kind of mentioned there with that 7th goal. At that point, 7 goals, you're down by 3 with about 30 seconds to go. It's kind of a formality, but still, you can work on things, as that was only game 2. Still got 3 games to go here in this series. And like I said, the thing I want to see from the Bulls, a little bit improvement, is to not panic as much on defense and having some better calm positioning back post.
Yeah, absolutely. And for the Elite, I mean, just keep doing what you're doing. The physical play, the solo plays, the passing, everything seems to be working in the favor of them going into game number 3. So really just the overall play that they have seen so far just needs to continue to go the way of the Elite if they want to win this game number 3 and get to the advantage of game point. And just having a little bit of technical issues here, but the Elite, you know, they definitely have a lot of advantage offensively going into game number 3 from the second game.
And I think that statement can go either way. It's just the Elite has definitely shown that they have what it takes to take down this Bulls team that was so dominant in the offensive end in the first game. And like we said, we'll see how the Bulls can adjust to that, as they gave up 7 goals in the first game. This series has been very high scoring so far, but we'll see how both teams can to adjust to some more consistent defensive plays. We'll get started here in game 2. But it's definitely the Elite series to win, the Bulls series to lose, and we'll see how they can adjust.
Game 3 is here. Game 3 kickoff is here as well. 5 minutes on the clock. The Elite are going to have the first offensive opportunity. There goes OYM to the backboard. The double tap was available, but it is taken away by A-Psych, as Yami will play it back into the corner. Luxurious Poverty keeping it there for the Elite. It's going to be OYM pushing in. Maybe looking for a flick. It's going to be on target. Saved there by Yami as A-Psych plays it back in the corner. Having to make another touch as a Luxurious Poverty was coming in for the shot attempt. Yami caught out with very little boost, I think, here. They are going to slow the play down. Don't know if they won that boost battle in the corner, but they do get the ball out to A-Psych, who sends it down the field into the Elite half.
I want to say something that I want to compliment so well, as I've seen in the first 42 seconds of this game, is the strong, much stronger defensive play from the Bulls. Make me eat my words again. Good Lord. Caster curse. I'm so sorry, Bulls. But the Bulls were playing so strong on defense, as we could have had 2 goal opportunities in the first 30 seconds, as they were able to keep them out of the net, as they were not easy saves to make. But Elite go up 1-0 off the missed opportunity on defense from the Bulls.
Well, Pandy, I would also say that had a lot to do with the offensive output from the Elite. The passing was very good coming in for that play. So that is going to play a factor on the defensive side of the field. But now A-Psych is going to get the clearance back down to the offensive half, as they are going to go for the 50. It pops out in front, a little bit too far away for Yami's liking. They're going to go for the challenge, and they're going to get demoed off the field by Luxurious Poverty, and the goal goes in.
See that pinch pass there from the corner from OYM. Not credited with an assist there, but we have to give Luxurious the benefit of the doubt on that one, as that's a beautiful demo, completely deleting Yami. We saw OYM just there kind of behind the play a little bit, trying to get that demo that Luxurious ended up getting. And Elite, once again, just getting physical on the goal line for the Bulls and not giving them any chance at life there in their own half.
Kind of feels like the Elite are dictating the pace here early on right now, but this is going to be an opportunity. And now they're making me eat my words, Pandy, as the Bulls are going to get it back to a 1-goal game.
That's a fantastic touch there from A-Psych. Unfortunate, Luxurious couldn't find the touch off the base wall. It's kind of a rough bounce to read, but they definitely had enough time to make it work, as that's just a fantastic read there from Yami midfield. And the Bulls will get one back on the board, and they're definitely back in contention here.
OYM's going to have a shot at net. Good save there by A-Psych. Yami's going to take over possession, going to get good carry downfield, but it's going to be a little bit wide of the target. A-Psych plays it across the field, going back and forth across the front of the Elite net. Now Yami trying to find the pass for A-Psych, but now A-Psych is going to have to drop back to the midfield line, grab some boost, and try to retreat back to defense. They're already up in the air trying to slow this play down. That one's going to go into a dangerous spot. Yami has to make the touch. OYM pops it, looking for a shot attempt. Good cutoff, though, by Yami.
That's a fantastic read there out of their own corner. Yami now on the counterattack for the Bulls, trying to even this one up as that back pass will be straight in the hands of A-Psych. Going for the double tap opportunity, uncontested off the backboard, can't find it. And OYM will start a counterattack once again for the Elite, as that's a fantastic save. Able to keep your cool there in their own half. And once again, the Bulls are going to be pressured back on their own end.
Well, now Luxurious Poverty up in the air, but challenged well by Yami. A-Psych's there, plays it to the back wall once again. OYM able to almost get it past A-Psych with a good challenge, but now it's a 2-on-1 opportunity again. Yami in a dangerous spot here, makes the initial save as A-Psych tried to challenge that one. This is in a good spot for OYM, but they're going to play it slow and safe. With 2 minutes on the clock, they feel pretty content with that 1-goal advantage. OYM now looking for an offensive opportunity, though, trying to make me eat my words once more, but nothing found there in the midfield as the Bulls are able to stifle it.
A-Psych now on the lower backboard there. OYM able to clear it out for the time being. Elite doing once again that shadow defense there from OYM. That's one thing that Elite have done almost perfectly. It's a big clear coming out from Luxurious. Will put pressure back at the end of the Bulls, who are trying to just get one more goal to equalize this one up. Excuse me. Now Elite trying to hold off the Bulls, trying to take a 2-1 series lead here, and we'll just see what they can do as this ball will be playing ping pong here. Midfield chasers. Right now, it looks like both teams are pretty even.
Yeah, the ball going east to west a lot in the last couple of sequences. Now, Luxurious Poverty looking for a demo on A-Psych. That ball is in a dangerous spot. The Elite will capitalize as OYM makes it 3-1.
Luxurious Poverty just making A-Psych awkward in their own half. You see there, once again, the offender from Luxurious Poverty, from the Elite, just trying to make the defenders just really, really awkward. And they did just that, faking the bump, the demo there, to just give themselves a wide open opportunity on net.
Oh, the fake from Luxurious Poverty gets Yami on that one. Very, very good attempt here. Good ground play from the Elite.
Yami just completely shooken up there in their own half. Just can't find the touch of the beautiful fake coming out from Luxurious Poverty. Elite taking the 4-1 lead, just completely in the driver's seat, clutch in hand, and not going to give up anytime soon, as the Bulls are going to have to go back to the drawing board, as there still is time to turn this one around. Still a minute to go in regulation. 3-goal advantage once again for the Elite, but it's going to take a lot for the Bulls to turn this one around, and it's going to take a lot once again to stop the train that is the Elite.
Andy, it feels like the Bulls have been, a little bit tunnely on the demo attempts, as there's another one coming in from Yami. It seems like that attempt was a little bit ill-advised, and now they're going back deep into their defensive half after missing out on a demo attempt and a shot attempt. This is going to be another opportunity for Luxurious Poverty, and really, I feel like the demo attempt turns into the counterattack here for the Elite.
I'm going to have to agree with you on that one, is because the Bulls with the demo attempt completely drained their boost tanks. And that was just another great job, heads-up play by the Elite, just taking up the boost pads in the front end of the field, not giving the Bulls any sort of strength in their own half. Just zero boost, taking away the play. And that's just another heads-up play from the Elite, able to put it off the backboard, give themselves once again another advantage. But Elite will take this one. Definitely, if we haven't said it before, we will say it now, as the Elite will take a 2-1 series advantage over the Bulls. And as we kind of mentioned before, Chaser, the Bulls are going to have to go back during this short intermission, and we're going to see how they can find something that they can respond with.
Yeah, it's going to have to be going back to what worked in game number 1. Don't I feel like it's hyper focused. That's really the key here. Getting the physical play worked in game number 1, but when you're too focused on making sure that the bump and the demo happen, sometimes you lose sight of the overall picture of what is going on around you, and that allows your opponents to push forward unchallenged. And that's really what they've got to try to avoid here going into the next game, game number 4.
Exactly, and to build off of that, we saw the Elite put up 10 shots, and I think that a lot of that is due to the fact that the Bulls went for a lot of untimely demos, and a lot of stuff in this game. Rocket League is a beautiful game, as we all know, but a lot of stuff in Rocket League has to do with timing. Demos, bumps, shots, passes, midfield, back rotations, boost grabs. It's all has to do with timing, and I think the Elite are definitely the dominant force when it comes to the timing game, and the Bulls are just going to have to find the right timing to go for bumps, to go for demos, because you see they're trying to just take advantage of those opportunities, and they just don't have the right timing.
And to highlight what the Elite are doing as well, I feel like they have their heads on a swivel to avoid those bumps and demos. And when it happens that there is a demo, it doesn't seem like it's too threatening for the defense as well. So you got to be aware of that if you are the Bulls. They are expecting the demos. You got to try to change up your strategies. We'll see if they can do so here. Game 4 at the Utopia Coliseum. It is about to go. The kickoff is underway. Game number 4, 5 minutes on the clock. Here we go.
Will Asike and Yami for the Bulls be able to turn this one around? This train for the Elite is not going to stop anytime soon, as I can predict, Chaser, but we have game 4, Elite up 2-1 in the series, 2 games in a row. Now Asike in their own corner, Luxurious trying to start off the scoring for the Elite. OAM able to find it and slot it down, and Elite will do just that. They'll get on the board first.
Yeah, good job by Luxurious Poverty beating out Asike on the back wall, and Yami just a little bit out of position, not able to make the save here. And a quick one back in favor of the Elite. And here we go with the next kickoff. Asike is going to go up where we're seeing a cheat kickoff from the Bulls. And they're going to have possession here, but challenged early on. Very well done by Luxurious Poverty. They're in a good spot here. Yami is able to get past one, has possession still. Now looking for a flick. It's going to be on target. Great stop out, though, by OYM. Still in the Elite half, though, as Asike trying to get it past Luxurious Poverty is not able to do so.
I'm going to pinpoint something that just happened. That it kind of goes back to what you said during the break there, Chasers, that we saw the bump opportunity. We saw the attempt there from OYM to open up the scoring lane for his teammate, but they saw that that was not going to be a great idea, as they were going to have the save no matter what. So they decided to back off, and that ended up resulting in them being able to save the counterattack from the Bulls. That is one thing that players in CL and ML specifically struggle with so much, and we'll see that specific thing on its own with the timing of the rotations and the decisions made by the Elite, which will end up showing their success later on in the season despite the early start.
Yeah, and now that's going to be another great save from Yami as well, and it's going to be a flick attempt for them as well, and another good timing play there from OYM, realizing they had the save. Now maybe looking for their teammate. A good challenge, though, from Yami on the chase down. And they're going to try to play it slow here. Now ball out towards their teammate, but it's going to be cut off by Luxurious Poverty. And I thought at that moment it was going to be Asike's ball to have for a shot attempt. That's going to be a good carry, though, from OYM. Luxurious is going to try to play it slow. They do beat the challenge coming from Yami. OYM has a free net here. Nobody's back for the Bulls. That's going to be just high off the crossbar. It plays the defensive play for the Bulls this time. Earlier we saw it helping out the Elite, but this time the Bulls are getting the recipient of the help.
The post monster strikes again as you see Bulls now on the counterattack. Yami is able to get it past Luxurious Poverty, and they will slot it in the top right-hand corner. Top bins for the Bulls, and we have a tie game.
And I thought Luxurious Poverty had timed this one well enough, but just barely over the top of the outstretched defender. And it's just going to be right into the net. Very well placed by Yami, like you said, into that upper 90. This is going to be a kickoff the other way. Can Asike save it? No. It's going to be right back off the kickoff. Luxurious Poverty giving the lead back to the Elite.
You can't really fault the Bulls on that one, because kickoff goals in Rocket League just happen. As that's one thing we saw last night on Omega Blaze's stream, is that kickoff goals really haunted the who did the Rhinos play last night? I can't remember, but kickoff goals really haunt teams, and those kind of things just happen. So you can't really fault the Bulls there, but we'll see how they can bounce back from that one. But OYM gets another chance on net, and they will take it. An Elite with a 2-goal advantage.
That's just what the Elite wanted to see. Asike out of position on the backboard. Nobody there to defend, to help out with the defense, rather. And that one does find the mark just past the halfway point of this game. The Bulls are going to have to find something here. They do need a couple of goals to stay alive in the series, but it's going to be another great play from OYM. It's going to be a 3-goal lead for the Elite.
Once again, another mechanical showdown from these two teams. OAM comes out on top on that one, getting it past A-Psych, deciding to go low. That is one thing that players decide not to do, is they try to carry it all the way into the net as it looks cooler. But that's just a great job there by OAM, deciding to take the mind game route and go low on the net. And Elite once again with a commanding 3-goal lead over the Bulls.
And sometimes that mind game is what works best, especially at this level. Your opponent's not expecting something like that. This is going to be another opportunity. The pop goes to the back wall, and it's going to be the follow-up cleanup duty for Luxurious Poverty. They got a 4-goal lead for the Elite.
You see A-Psych there Yami just can't get the touch from the awkward positioning pass from OYM. Luxurious Poverty, just great positioning there, able to slam it in from the second man. And that just makes you wonder for the Bulls, like, what is it going to take for them to be able to make those touches? Because honestly, this isn't a knock on the Bulls, as those touches honestly are not the hardest ones to make, but it's just going to be some personal level things that they have to change, kind of some mindset changes, thinking to yourself, try not to overthink a play, because sometimes when you have the ball in an awkward spot like that, you think, oh, is he going to pop it up over me? There's so many different opportunities that sometimes you just kind of have to dumb it down for yourself and say, just chase the ball, just hit it, get it out of my own half.
See ball, hit ball is something that I learned a long time ago, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You have to be aware of that. And again, it comes down to timing, really. Again, do you have the timing in the space to be able to do that type of thing? This is going to be a good flick and a good opportunity again from the Elite. This is an infield pass, and that's in a good spot as well, as OYM is going to follow it up. And I mean, we are 1 goal away from going to South America, Pandy.
Yeah, and that's something a lot of people in chat have been missing for a long time, is I don't think we've had that on stream yet this season. And this could be the first trip we take to Brazil, and the Elite looking to be the ones in the seat to do that. But once again, I think it really just comes down to timing. But we will be denied on our trip to Brazil. We will stay here in the United States. Yami able to slot one in for the Bulls.
And that's a really good challenge from A-Psych that time. They get both players of the Elite to commit to that ball, and the follow-up is into the empty net of the Elite. So I think they might be a little too far out of reach for this game here, but maybe I'm wrong. They could find the mark here. It's going to be a good save from Yami to keep that one at a 4-goal deficit, but OYM's going to bang that right back in and say, no, we are going to get the 7th.
I'll kind of back up to what you said just a moment ago about how, yes, it is too late for the Bulls to come back for this one. 7-2 for the Elite is just detrimental. Nothing you can really do to come back from that, especially with 50 seconds to go. As I've seen crazy things in Rocket League, but 5 goals in 50 seconds is pretty nuts. But it kind of goes back to what we said about how, yes, this game is out of contention, but in MLE, you have 5 games. It's not a best-of series. It doesn't matter. 5 games are 5 games, and when it comes down to it, it's one thing that Leachy and I highlighted last week on stream, is that every single game matters. Playoffs are decided most of the time by 1 game in wildcard spots or in lower playoff positions, and we'll just have to see how the Bulls can adjust as we go into game 5, as it will be the Elite taking this one ultimately 7-2, and just another fantastic commanding win for the Elite.
Heck, I've seen playoff races be decided in a lot of different ways. You know, division races, wild card positions. Great shot here from Yami on the dunk. But like you were saying, from one singular game can be the difference between making it and not. As multiple teams last season, I remember in Champ League in the Orange Conference, there were so many teams hovering right around that bubble of making it into the playoffs or not. And unfortunately for a few of those teams, 1 game was the difference. So like you were saying, just try your best to get that one last game. And you never know. You never know what could happen later on down the line.
One thing I will have to highlight, though, for the Bulls in that last 30 seconds or so, is they were able to slot one in off the air dribble from Yami, is that the Bulls were really able to start taking command. Despite this loss, it's really hard to come back from giving up 7 goals. I want to say that was 3 games in a row. I don't think they gave up 7 last game, but giving up 7 goals or more than 5 almost every game is one thing that's really hard to come back from. But one thing I will have to credit to the Bulls is how strong they were in the last 30 seconds. That ball didn't leave the elite half. So despite the loss, momentum shifter is imminent, and this could be a big thing for the Bulls moving on into Game 5.
And they won't be happy about losing the series to their rivals either. Now that the elite are up 3-1, they have secured the series in this matchup. But that's going to be a good thing for the Bulls. If they start seeing red, so to speak, they will try to charge through their rivals and try to win this 5th and final game to get it only down to a 2-3 loss. That would be, like we said, the 1 game difference could be the difference maker later on down the line.
Yeah, and I think for the Bulls, it's really going to take some more consistent touches on their back end, as we saw ASIC trying to make some touches throughout this entire series, as that ultimately ended up being a miss and resulting in a goal for the elite. But once again, that can be a number of different things between mechanical skill. It can be a number of different things between some miscommunications on the front lines of the Bulls. Is that it's just going to be up to the Bulls, ASIC and Yami, to decide how they're going to fix that issue. And I definitely think they have what it takes, because they did win their first series of this season. As it was definitely a tough one for them, but we'll see some demos coming out on the front lines. And the Bulls definitely playing a lot faster and more confident in this start, Chaser.
Yeah, pace is seeming to pick up for the Bulls, but this is going to be a good upfield pass, an outlet, so to speak. It is not going to find the redirect, though, and this is going to be an opportunity for the Bulls. And you know, they do play a little bit quicker here. Here comes Yami. Misses that one, but OYM is going to carry it for the elite. The demo coming through. ASIC pops. Good challenge from Luxurious Poverty. That one is close to being on target, but it does get cleared away off the back lines. And that is also close, just barely missing the post and in. And a couple of good opportunities for the elite. They are going to go for nothing.
I want to see some more defined second man rotations from ASIC there. We've seen a few times how dangerous their back rotations are, as we saw that one just kind of float over the net. ASIC pushed his nose out of the net just a little bit, as we see it there once again, poking out of the net, and he will be punished for it. OYM credited with the goal, and that was actually a pool shot on net, Chaser.
Yeah, they got the pool shot, and it really, like you said, it came down to the rotation of ASIC being a little bit too far out of position, out of the net, not able to make the waterfall defensive save. Even from inside of the net, those are difficult, but they are able to be made. This is an opportunity for the elite. They're going to get actually played away by Luxurious Poverty. ASIC is, never mind, that's Yami, excuse me, had a flick opportunity. Luxurious Poverty is going to pop that one to the backboard. Here comes OYM trying to read it. It's going to be a shot. It's going to be a goal. It's going to be 2-0 for the elite.
That's just another example of how important those backboard passes are, especially for a player that can't necessarily find the read off the backboard, as that is one thing that have been very, very promising there for the elite to turn the season around so far for them, is popping that one off the backboard and making the defenders awkward, as it will be the elite to take a 2-goal lead. The flip reset just goes wide for OYM, showing some show of mechanics there, but once again the elite are taking a storming lead.
And I thought that Yami was going to go for the ball there, but they actually went for the demo instead. This is going to be a challenge from OYM. ASIC's going to play it out for Yami. Yami's going to pop it to the back wall. It's going to be soft, though, and carried away by OYM. Good challenge from ASIC in the corner. Luxurious has a flick, gets it past Yami. Now has possession, pops it up, looking into the middle for OYM. Shot coming in, challenged early by Yami. Is going to play it to the corner. ASIC pops it up, but that's going to give possession back to the elite. Here comes Luxurious Poverty off the back wall. Shot coming in. The dunk happens, but it's going to be stopped out just enough by Yami that time.
It's a great job by Yami, staying calm in their own end. He's able to get it out and start a counterattack going for the Bulls. Let's see if they can get one on the board. ASIC making that one awkward on the goal line for the elite. But Luxurious Poverty once again able to sit sideways in front of that ball and prevent it from getting past them. So the elite will mount another counterattack here, but the big demo coming out from ASIC, that's what we were talking about, is timely demos. That really took away the pressure from the elite on the offensive end, but the mistouch on the net will give Luxurious a wide open chance. And elite take a third.
Yeah, A-Site just barely misses this one. They pop it straight up. It looks like they may have gotten a backflip on that a bit as well. And a very easy empty net goal there for Luxurious Poverty. A 3-0 lead here for the Elite. Yami trying to get that kickoff, but it is going to go in favor of the Elite as Luxurious chases it into the corner. Ball out in front, good infield pass, but it's going to be cut off immediately. And oh, they're both there. The Bulls almost give up a goal because of double commit. This time, it doesn't pay off for the Elite. They are not able to capitalize on the mistake.
Now Yami in the other end, purple half definitely seeing the ball less and less as the series goes on, Chaser, but we will see Luxurious Poverty now crossing that midfield threshold once again. A-Psych able to get it past him. Now Yami on the counterattack, getting a big demo. There it is. Once again, another timely demo, and the Bulls are on the board.
And that's a lead block play that I've seen A-Psych do with their teammate a couple of times here. This time it does pay off, and they do capitalize on the goal. Great job and good heads-up play by A-Psych getting the demo. Now we'll see if they can continue to get that back. They're down to a 2-goal deficit. Yami's going to pop that one. Luxurious is going to miss it. A-Psych's going to go for it. Not going to make contact. Looked like they were looking for the redirect. OYM plays it out to the midfield. A-Psych pops it up, slows it down. Luxurious Poverty can't go for that. Yami and A-Psych a little bit too bunched up, but Yami's able to take possession, plays it slow, looks for A-Psych, but challenged well by Luxurious Poverty, and midfield right now is being dominated by the Elite.
Now Elite back in the into the gray half. I can't see colors. Now A-Psych with a chance on net. Luxurious Poverty, perfect positioning and net, able just to take away that chance midfield. A-Psych with the centering pass midfield. OYM able to take it away. And back in the half of the Bulls once again as time is winding down, Chaser. The Bulls are going to have to hurry if they're going to want to put one on the board and try and have a chance to take 2 games.
Well, a demo will help get some space, but that one is going to make it so it's just Yami versus the world here. Yami has it. It's a one-on-one. OYM not able to make contact. We're down to a 1-goal deficit.
Yami with the floater there from the corner, able to put this one in contention once again for the Bulls. 40 seconds to go. Plenty of time, Chaser, to bring this one back and make this loss the least painful one they can.
Absolutely. That's exactly what they're trying to do here. Plenty of time. Good opportunity off the kickoff as Yami's going to pop it up. Luxurious is up for it, trying to play it away. It does do so, goes to the corner. Yami is going to leave that ball for their teammate. A-Psych comes in. Yami actually turns on it. It's a good challenge, though, from Luxurious. A-Psych bangs that one off the side. It's going to be a pop out by OYM across the field. The ball goes up, which is a good time-wasting touch. Here comes the Bulls again. Yami trying to challenge OYM. Here comes A-Psych. This is a shooting opportunity. Not able to make contact. Great challenge from OYM. Less than 5 seconds here. Are the Elite going to just drop the ball? They are. Oh, nobody's there. It's going to fall. And the Elite are going to win this one. And game number 5, giving them a 4-1 series win.
Unfortunate for the Bulls there. We really saw them starting to get going there in that latter half of that game 5, as we saw them almost with a chance to tie it up there, but Elite were able to stay strong and persistent there in their own end. But promising acts there from the Bulls to end that series despite the scoreline there, and we really saw them once again. We saw them getting going there in that 5th game, but just it happened to be just too late, as the Elite will take a commanding win over the Bulls and will even up their season here at 5-5, and we'll see how these teams can move on into the next week.
Yeah, and there's still more divisional play to be had going into the next week of league play. Of course, we have the bye week coming up with the Worlds happening, and nobody wants to miss out on making a good watch of that. That's going to be a fun time in and of itself. But yes, very good job, like you said, of the Bulls. They were able to come back a little bit late in that game. They almost mounted that comeback, and unfortunately for them, they do fall just a touch short. But nothing wrong with that. They found something that worked for them late in that game, so hopefully that can help them, like you said, going into the next match.
Yeah, and we'll see the Bulls head back into the locker room there. Heads hanging up just a little bit low there after taking such a hard loss, but they really need to take advantage of these replays that they have and this stream. We've said some really important things that can really help them move on into the next couple of weeks here, as we do have the bye coming up, as that'll give them some time to train and hit the field once again. But again, Elite commanding series with multiple goal deficits over the Bulls. It was just a good series from both teams, honestly, and some good growth opportunities from both ends.
Absolutely. So with that, I apologize for the loud noise if anybody hears that in the background. With that, we are going to go to a break. When we come back, though, some more Champion League doubles matches. It's going to be the Foxes and the Sabres taking to the pitch, trying to win their respective series. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.